Bienvenidos a El Chuco Sportscast con tus anfitriones MarkTep25 y RedditMavericks. ¿Qué pasó, mi gente? Es MarkTep25 otra vez. Bienvenidos a un otro episodio de El Chuco Sportscast. Soy Mark y este es mi hermano Mario. Y también tenemos nuestro primer invitado, Ruben Tomás. He's the guy that runs the RedditMavericks. And it's such a great opportunity to have a guy like him on here. We don't really get much of this. This is our first our first guest, so it's really a great opportunity. Say hi, Ruben.
Damn, I'm honored, guys. Shit, dude. Like, I didn't realize I was the first one. So
yeah, I mean, we're still a bit young as far as this podcast goes. I started this last year and a half ago, but like when things went down south, my computer died, so I had to get a new computer, and it was just a bit of a hiatus for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're glad to have you on here, man. But before we get started, I kind of wanted to just talk a little bit about, something we saw the other day. I shared this this clip with my brother. It's this young man, KJ Lewis, has an opportunity to pretty much go into the NBA. He was from Chapin High School. So this was from an article by Colin Deaver from KTSM.com. At just 16 years old, Chapin's super sophomore KJ Lewis already has a legitimate claim to being the best basketball player to ever come out of El Paso. 6'4" guard harbors realistic NBA dreams. Although it is still early in the process, Lewis is all in at Church Gymnasium in the shadows of the Franklin Mountains in northeast El Paso. You can find Lewis honing his craft. So that's already awesome. Like we don't get this many like deals and news about El Paso players. So it's amazing. I mean, because one of the few times we've had El Paso where like UTEP players come out, Tim Hardaway Sr., and then just few players here and there. Like we had Derek Character jump to the NBA, but then he didn't do too well with LA. So that was unfortunate, but that's really awesome. I'm kind of excited to see this guy and kind of follow him and see what he does. Like he already has offers from Kansas and Texas.
Damn.
So that's going to be pretty damn amazing. So shout out to you, KJ, and we wish you all the very best.
Yeah.
And antes que seguimos, let me say something real quick, something I forgot to say before all of this. Quiero decir felicidades a mi equipo Cruz Azul. Felicidades, ganaron el campeonato de Liga Mexicana. Felicidades. I'm so proud of them.
Liga Mexicana.
Yeah,
wow.
Después de 23 años, güey. Después de 23 años.
Bro.
Y 11 de estos años son los subcampeones. They were the runners-up for 11 years, dude. Like, and there was a word that was created because of that. Cruz Azulear. Which means which means to pretty much get there but never win it. Like being so close yet so far.
Yeah, but
I'm happy for them, dude.
Now I haven't kept up with soccer as of late, but wow, ya ganaron la campeona mexicana. Wow.
Tengo mucho orgullo.
Finalmente, bro. Dude, that's great.
And then my Liga MX team had 12 points this year.
Season.
So, San Luis.
Oh, San Luis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know
I do. I follow Liga. I follow them, and I follow Venados from the second division because my mom's from Yucatan.
Oh, so. Wow.
Oh, she's from Yucatan. Nice, bro.
Pero tengo mucho orgullo de este equipo y otra vez felicidades. Vive la máquina celestial. Máquina celeste. Ándale pues. So let's kind of just go over what happened yesterday. You see I'm wearing my Mavericks hat. And of course, we have our Mavericks Reddit guy. So let's kind of have Ruben take the floor of what he felt happened yesterday.
Man, okay. So like this is a closeout game. Everybody's all talking on Twitter, like, we're black, blah, blah, and all that stuff. And it's not the same team. It's not 2011, it's just not and I mean, I was there at the game, and which I think at this point, like if we make it out of this round, I'm not going to another playoff game because I've been to see this already, and it's just we've lost all the games at home, and
okay,
yeah, so I'm like I probably shouldn't be going anymore. But no, man, like it was you could tell the officiating was really off. Like it was just like it was. There was that one guy, that one ref that kept like calling the fouls on us, and I was like, guy, like, why are you doing this to us?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like literally like Kawhi literally pushed off Luca, like to get like in front of everybody, like push off
Yeah,
Luca,
I did see that.
And I was like, bro, you can't, you gotta, if you're gonna call it like as strictly as you did for the Mavs, you have to call it strictly for the Clippers. Like you have to, like,
Yeah, it's only
you
fair.
you can't pick and choose. I don't know, man. But
Well, and I
I mean, it
hated
was
how there was all these makeup calls too. Like, they had
yeah,
a missed
yeah,
call on the Mavs, and then they would make up for it on the Clippers and vice versa. It's like, dude, if you're gonna call it right the first time. Quit making these stupid ass makeup calls.
yeah.
Like, no
There was
mames, like
that,
get it right.
yeah, like it was that, and then there was um like Luca not being as aggressive, like
Yeah.
Luca wasn't aggressive going toward the rim or anything like that, or trying to shoot in general. There was that, and then there was like again the Kristaps Porzingis stuff, which still like to this day, like
Yeah.
it's so confounding. Like I've had people like at me like, hey, like what do you think? And I'm like, bro, I don't know what to tell you at this point. Like this is who he is at this point. Like for better or for worse, mostly for worse. Like he's had a good defensive couple of games though, but I mean like he's a max player. Like he should be getting more than 7-8 points a game and 5-4 rebounds. Like it's not productive for the
It's
team. You can't
unacceptable
do
in my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. So there's that, and then I mean like there were so many open shots. Like we had so many open threes that they just could not hit, and I was like, man, like they don't respect our shooters because they leave them alone. Like, they're leaving Dorian alone. Like, yeah, they're guarding, Tim a little bit, but Dorian and Maxi, they're like, you guys can shoot. Like, it doesn't matter. Um, yeah, man, that shit was fucking, I mean, it was fun until like the last, like 5 minutes. And I was like, wow, like, Kawhi is just, he's a machine, for lack of a better term. Like, he's like the Terminator. And like, and a lot of those shots were like super contested. Like, they try to contest those shots, and I was like, well, at a certain point where I
Yeah.
was like, okay, good defense, but I mean, he just has better offense. So
Yeah, Kawhi is unstoppable from that mid-range game. Like
Yeah. I mean,
well,
I'll tell you this.
I'm not gonna say this, but like Jordan-esque, but
it's
like that's at
close.
least
It's
close as I can
close.
say it.
Yeah, it's
No,
close.
yeah, I'll tell you this. When I was at work yesterday, I was able to catch a little bit of the game towards the end, but Luca was on him. He was defending him pretty well. And from what I could see, it's just Kawhi was able to get off a better shot and just made it sink. I'm just like, damn, Kawhi he's just a hell of a player, man. And that's why I don't understand why a lot of people, when they don't do well or whoever he's with, especially with the Clippers, when he doesn't do well, they bash on him. But when he does well, they praise him to no end. It's like that's why yesterday, when they lost, they lost the night before, but yesterday I was watching Undisputed, and I just I can't with Skip Bayless, bro. He's just he's got to be bipolar or something, because he's just like, oh my god, like with Kawhi, since the Clippers are his teams, like, oh my god, Kawhi, and then yesterday, because they lost the day before, they're like, I'm done with Kawhi, I'm done with the Clippers. Really, bro?
Este vato,
After last night, you're
Este
not going to be
vato.
saying that after last night. So that's just like,
I fucking hate
stop
Skip,
it, man.
bro. I hate that dude.
I know, man.
he was
He's just,
more insufferable when Kawhi was on the Spurs, dude. When the Spurs were
Oh,
good, he was so
absolutely,
fucking
yeah.
insufferable, dude. I hated it.
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
God.
that's why it gets me. It's like, bro, okay, so he's now on your team, the Clippers, which you like. Why are you gonna bash him when I mean, yes, we
Well, no,
got to
Skip is
criticize.
a Spurs fan. He just likes
Yeah.
Kawhi.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
that I didn't.
yeah.
That I don't remember. Is
Supposedly, according to his he's like a character, so I don't know what every year is a little different for him, but
Yeah.
I
But
think he's a
one
little.
thing's for certain, he
Yeah.
loves the Cowboys. I mean, which
Oh,
we do
yeah.
too, but
Yeah, we're Cowboys fans for life, bro. I mean, I'm Dallas everything, bro. My teams are, Mavericks, Cowboys, Rangers, Stars,
FC Dallas también.
yeah, FC Dallas, all of them. I don't know what it is, but I like all my Dallas teams are my teams. But it's just, come on, man. Okay. I mean, I don't know, man. It's I don't know what it is between the Clippers and the Mavs. It's like been constant kind of back and forth with in this series, especially a lot. So because I'm looking at their stats, especially from yesterday, their matchup for most part, they're pretty evenly matched. I mean, for the most part, as far as field goals, LA was 36 of 77, Dallas was 37 of 89. Is there, it's pretty close field goal percentage, 46.8 for LA, 41.6 for Dallas. It's like
You're a true
it's like
3 or 4 seed. I mean, sorry, 4 and 5. Like people.
yeah, they're evenly matched. Like
Yeah.
rebounds, 42 and 42. Dallas had more assists though. It's like for the most part, they're pretty evenly matched for like what you said, 4 and 5 seed. But I know, but it's like this constant up and down between the two teams. It's like they're hot one game, either one team's hot one game and the other team's not, and then vice versa. So it's like, what's going on here? It's I thought it would be done in 6, whatever originally, but hey, I was surprised. I wasn't gonna be surprised if it went to 7 because LA's no scrub. They're no scrubs, man. But it's constant up and down between them. And kind of it's like, man, what's going on? That's why I'm glad. Like the day before, was it 2 games before? When Luka was hot and Carlisle took him out. It's like, dude, what are you doing? He's hot. Leave him in. And he didn't make that mistake the night before, so that was good. But it's just Kawhi just got hot. So it's kind of weird how that plays out in basketball. Mostly I've seen in basketball is like, one day they're hot, the other day they're not hot. It's like, it's like a roller coaster, more of a roller coaster in basketball than any other sport that I've seen. So,
yeah, it is crazy back and forth. I mean, from what I noticed, because I did watch a good majority of this game, the Mavericks were hot in the first quarter, especially Luka. Like he was hitting these crazy like fader shots. The only thing that was a little frustrating is he was struggling again from 3. He was better on his free throws. I don't know what it is. There's like some weird trade-off with him. When he's hitting his free throws, his threes don't fall. When his threes are falling, he can't hit his free throws.
It's so fucking weird, dude.
I know,
dude.
dude.
Get it. I don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
Oh, can I cuss on this? I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah,
know
no, claro que sí, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
pretty certain I'm pretty certain I cussed like 3 times. I think.
There's no filter here.
All right,
so
cool.
it's all good. Yeah, it's like last night seemed to be better. 85.7% free throw shooting, which was a lot better than the night before. But what Mark and I have always talked about, like especially when it comes down to in the game, free throws matter, especially now in the playoffs. I mean, they matter every game, but especially now, it's like you got to make your free throws. That's why would piss us off with some players. Like, man, you are capable, yet you're missing free throws. That's why with Luka, there should be no excuse. You got to hit your free throws, man.
I mean, granted, he did have that nerve issue in game 3. No, game 4, right?
4.
4, yeah.
Yeah, game 4, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I can give him a slight pass on that, but even he was like, no, I don't have an excuse. But even then, it's just like, hopefully, and this is something he's gonna work on. I'm very certain, because I've seen him, like, that people post a lot of videos about him working. He's always working. So I'm certain at some point that's gonna come around. It's just right now it's a little bit of a struggle and a little scary that he's not hitting certain free throws. He's like 42% in this series, which is outrageous.
That's like Shaq, prime Shaq.
Oh my god. Yeah, Shaq. Yeah, you talk about terrible free throw shooting. Yeah,
that's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope that he gets it together because, especially play. I mean, and look, he's still young, man. He's 22 years old. He's 7 or 8 years younger than us. So he still has a lot to learn, but I think he'll get it together as far as free throws go. He'll see how important it is. That's why, why not learn from one of the best free throw shooters in the league? Go to Dirk. He was,
seriously.
What was his percentage? Like he was like 90%.
No.
Free throw
it was high. I think it was like 88.7%. It's still high.
Which is still crazy. Like,
for a guy his size, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have faith he'll get it together.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, and then the rest of the game, I just felt, again, our main issue has, for the past couple of years even, has been perimeter defense. Like, we cannot guard the perimeter to save our lives. And it just feels like Reggie Jackson, I know, and see, this is the problem. This is why I don't talk shit. I wait until they win the actual series before I talk any shit. Because I know for a fact that, like, if we lose we're just gonna look silly. But anyhow, like that's why I just wait. Y les dije a la otra gente ayer, güey. Like it's like you got to be careful when talking shit about Reggie Jackson. He may be off now, but he can get hot in certain instances. Y
Hot
mira
quick.
nomás, like what did I, you know?
Dude,
I told them and he got hot.
he's a playoff caliber player, man. We saw him when he was with OKC and all that. So it's like, why are you? That's why. Look, that's why I can't understand why, especially like Skip Bayless, Stephen A. I watch those guys sometimes just for entertainment's sake and just to laugh at them because it's like they talk so much shit when some teams don't do well and then turn around and they do well and then all of a sudden like, oh my god, like don't. That's why it's like, that's why I always say, don't say shit, don't talk, don't say anything, because if it somehow is gonna
Come
come
back to
around
bite him in the ass.
and yeah. It's so I was like, but as far as you're saying who's insufferable, Skip is more insufferable than Stephen A.
Dude, but
It's
like yesterday when I was on Locker Room, like people were just already writing off the Clippers, and I'm like, you can't. This series is not over.
No, you can't. You can't, dude.
no, that's like, dude, there are no scrubs, man. See, that's why I hated it when I saw that they were gonna go up against my Mavs. I'm just like, I would like the Clippers. It's just, hey, they're going up against the Mavs, so I'm sorry. I'm going with my team. However, in the last, I would say 12 years, because for the longest time we've seen the Clippers just terrible, because they were looked at, as an afterthought because the Lakers were the main team. Because they're the championship caliber
They
team.
still are.
Yeah, they still are. And the Clippers, haven't gone even close. But to see whoever took over the team, well, the new owner and the front office that have taken over the team ever since Sterling, well, he was forced out.
Yeah.
It seems like it was a big 180. And this past decade, we've seen him do better and better and better and get to the playoffs. They've only been to the semifinals, so it'd be nice to see them go farther this time. And I'm happy for that success because, I kind of got sick. We all got sick. Late '90s, early 2000s, just the Lakers just dominating like they have for many decades. And when they were doing so well, we were like, and the Clippers were doing better. So I would like to see the Clippers succeed a lot more, and hopefully maybe one day they'll get to the finals. So I wish them nothing but the best. That's why it's like, yeah, you're right, bro. You can't write them off. They're no scrubs. Like I've said, they are a really good team. And Kawhi, has really been an integral part in pushing this team, when Chris Paul left. So
Yeah.
I mean, you can't talk any smack right now with them.
Overall, just moving forward, the main difference in this series is going to come down to how well the Mavericks bench and other players perform, and B, how well Paul George performs. Because Paul George has been, he's been pretty decent this series, not going to lie, but of course he can always be better. We're still waiting for playoff P. He's been playing a little bit still like pandemic P.
Pandemic P.
A little bit, yeah. It's been, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it's going to amount to in the next game. But I don't know. I also had this talk on Locker Room with some people yesterday. There's one guy that said, well, whoever wins this series is probably going to go win the finals. And
Damn,
that's
a
pretty
bold
bold
statement.
Because here's my deal. Bold. Look, as much as I would love our Mavericks to go to the finals, I would love that. I would love nothing more than the Mavericks to win. But it's just, I have to sit down and kind of think of this realistically. If they are losing to a team that doesn't even have that much of a center presence, a post presence, because Zubats is okay, but he's not great. Just imagine going up against Rudy Gobert. I mean, Luka's going to get his no matter what. But when you have a post protector like Rudy Gobert and Kristaps underperforming, that's not going to get it done at all. At all. Let's just keep it for real here.
Yeah, I've been very disappointed with Porzingis. It's like, man, I know you're capable, but what's the matter? I mean, is it because that
it's mental,
he's been because I think he's been hurt a few times, and I wonder if he's still scared of getting hurt again. Because I know when it comes to big guys in the NBA, they seem to be more prone to getting injured because they're not as quick.
They're so
And
fucking lanky.
if they move a certain way, they could pull something like who were the few guys that we remember growing up that will constantly be out because they're hurt
Yao
and because
Ming.
due to the same Yao Ming. Yeah, he was
big guys. Yeah,
he was a big guy, and it's like he can't maneuver as quick, and even if he tried, it was tough.
And you would think for a guy that's a lot thinner, he'd be faster. But of course, again, with that much length, it's hard on the knees to like maintain. And for a guy, okay, riddle me this, Ruben. For a guy that we saw videos of him doing leg fucking workouts, dude, and he still gets injured. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, he's like, I think like, so when I see like an NBA player, I'm like, wow, like you shouldn't be this big. Like, like dude 7'3", like humans aren't supposed to be like that big usually.
Mhm.
And I just think I think it's just genetics and just like like genetics and the fact that humans aren't supposed to be that big, like at that point, like it's hard, man. Like it's this reason why Boban doesn't move very fast, because he's a fucking tree. Like, you can't, like, you just, he can't be moving like that. Like Kristaps can try, but man, I just think like, especially after the past couple injuries, I just think like he's scared. I think it's a combination of being scared, a combination of just not having that extra step.
And also just not buying into the system.
Like, yeah, and buying it, like I feel like he thinks I feel like Luka's like the 1A, and he thinks he's like 1B. Like how like the Batman and Robin, but there's no Robin. It's like Batman and like Nightwing. Two like grown like superheroes. But he's not, man. Like he might not even be the best like second option. Like like for like a lot of the series has been Tim. So he might be the third option. He might need to be a third option, but I don't think he wants to be that. Like just like the way that like I hate when the design of the play is him posting up, dribbling like 2 times, not being able to push back, and then throwing the ball out to somebody else. Like that. I hate that play. Like he should be doing more pick and rolls. He should be doing more like run to the basket. Like he had a couple dunks yesterday where I was like, yes, like keep doing that. Like
move your ass,
like fuck, like seriously, like fuck, like posting up, just like run to the fucking basket, bro. Like set a good pick and just like, and let Luka fucking find you, and dunk that fucking ball, like, or get an and one, whatever the fuck, like.
Exactamente. But here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing though. Like, I will admit though, I know, and we've been harping on him, and I get it, but he was doing decently on defense. He was getting, hands in the passing lanes, poking out balls, at least being decent on defense. And there was one like call that I thought was kind of stupid, like, because he obviously was hit on the way for that alley-oop and they didn't call it. So I was like, what the hell? Yeah, there was just a lot of ticky-tack fouls in this game.
I wonder if it's because of some of these officiators still don't like Mark Cuban.
I mean, it's possible, dude.
Yeah, like, because Mark and I, we know the history of the NBA. We know how shady the officiation can be in the NBA. Yeah. It's like we saw it with David
Stern.
We saw it with David Stern. I mean, I know he did a lot of good things in the NBA, but he allowed some shit to slide. And with this guy Silver, it's not any different, because he was Stern's right hand man, deputy commissioner for the longest time. So, but we know that ever since Cuban bought the team in 2000, it's like, he's very vocal when things don't go right or not supposed to be, and he's very passionate about his team. And a lot of refs, they don't like target him. They target his team a lot. Now, I haven't seen Mark Cuban be as vocal as in the past. Maybe he's kind of chilled a little bit, but that's just how I when I see that happen, it's like, I don't know if they still have it out for him or what, because of he's very outspoken. I don't know.
I mean, right now he's been focused on a lot of other projects, like that Mavrello thing. Have you heard of this, Mario?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so there's a character. Oh, actually, let Ruben explain it. He probably explain it better than me.
My friend Mavrello at this point. But okay, so man, it was like towards the end of the season. they started tweeting about the Dallas Mavericks account started tweeting about like just like something coming, and everybody's like, "What the hell is it?" You know, and so they post. It was like they posted. It was posted like a used spork, and then like a number one fan sign or some shit like that. And it was like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know. And then it turns out it's this character, which is like he's like I guess like the first like digital like mascot. I guess he's like questionably Eastern European. Has like that Eastern European accent. Has a gold tooth. A like a 5 o'clock shadow, and like that. I guess like that. I don't know what the hat's called. It's like a Eastern European hat, like the ones you wear like if it's cold outside, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah,
and,
I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So and okay, so
I'm looking at it right now. What is this?
Okay, so here's the thing. Right? So I like was like not really talking about it because I was like, this is fucking weird and stuff like that. And I didn't realize they had a Twitter, like the character has a Twitter account, and the character on Twitter is like way better than like the videos they've been putting out and like the voice and stuff like that. I just think like if it was just like if they like pivoted like away from video completely and just did like the Twitter, I'd be like, yes, like this is fucking perfect. Like fuck yeah, like we can do this. Like you know, it's like I don't know like what I almost think it's like just a way for like the social media team just like let loose a little bit. It seems like because like I don't know who does it. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck like is manning this account because I need to know because like because sometimes they'll tweet like me and I'm like, why the fuck did you tweet like me? Like how do you like this is exactly the cadence that I tweet in. Like why are you doing this to me? And or sometimes they'll tweet like some other people on Twitter. Yeah, that
I wanted to share this so
because so people on YouTube can see it. Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
What is this? I mean,
so I think like it's funny because like you know it might be targeting like kids, like get people a younger audience, and like I actually showed my my cousin's son this, and he was like oh that's cool, like it's like a cartoon, you know, like he wasn't like super like stoked by it, but he was like oh that's cool, like you know like he's like a 5-year-old 6-year-old, he's oh it's cool, like it's a cartoon like Looney Tunes. And I was like, I don't think Looney Tunes has a 5 o'clock shadow and a gold tooth, but
you know what this reminds me of now that I'm looking at it, like I keep seeing it. It reminds me of The Amazing World of Gumball. You've seen that show?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Like, you know, the animation style is kind of similar.
Oh my God. Yeah. I never cared for that show because it was like, okay, this is weird. But I just look at this, I'm like, what in the world are these guys doing? You know, you took the mascot that we've known for a long time that was nothing wrong with it, and then you're coming up with this. Please tell me this isn't going to be
no. What he means by mascot, like an unofficial mascot, like Mavs Man. You know, you remember Mavs Man?
Fuck
He dressed up like a basketball, like, and he's just like all fucking creepy. Yeah.
So this is just like a.
It's like a third.
An unofficial caricature, just you know, but they're not changing. They're not changing.
Oh no, of course not. Oh, that would be ridiculous.
Oh, okay. No, I was gonna be like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys?
So
like Mark,
será un desmadre,
güey. Like Mark, you need to shut this down now.
No, bro. But it's weird though, because like he'll literally like DM me, and I'm like, oh shit, like what the fuck, like who the fuck is this? And I'm like, it seems like he's it seems that he I don't know, bro. It seems that he how to explain it? Like he's gotten really big into like Mavs Twitter culture. And I'm like, fine, bro. Like, let's fucking do this. Like, whatever. At this point, like, because like it seems like Luka's on board, Dirk is on board. Like, if they're on board, like, what can I do? How can I complain at this point? Like,
what harm is there? Yeah.
So at this point, like, it's whatever,
like
bro.
Mark is trying to get more into social media. Is that what you mean?
I guess so.
He's trying to be
well, I mean,
more
he
active.
has been, because I mean, he's talked about like Dogecoin and other shit with people.
Yeah,
and dude, he's had arguments with like some political figures, because some of these political figures are fucking assholes, dude. I swear to God.
They're idiots, man.
But so I mean, like Mavrillo is his own thing, you know. I let him to kind of do his own thing. If he interacts with me, I interact with him back. Like, you know, I'm normally not the one like engaging, like starting that conversation, but if he interacts with me, I'm like, okay, fuck it, bro. Like, I'll throw you a bone and just like we'll fucking talk about shit on the timeline, I guess. But I mean, Matt, bro, if you're listening to this, I love you still. Just I do want to talk to you about maybe like getting better at certain things you're doing. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Well, I mean, first of all, there's some things we need to get better at doing, like getting a Twitter, Mario.
Yes.
I tell you every time. No, but in all seriousness,
helps,
dude,
man. It helps.
it really does help. But yeah. So we got that out of the way. Just overall for this upcoming game, the Mavericks need to gird down on defense. They can't let Kawhi score. They just got to get all around like more intense.
Better.
Yeah.
They got to get better.
Yeah.
They have to more
the entire
consistency,
team.
man.
Yeah, like Luka needs to be Luka needs to be in attack mode. If you're having an open shot, bro, shoot it. Like, don't I saw there were a few times where like Kristaps passed the ball and he was open, or Maxey passed the ball and he was open. Well, Maxey had a terrible game anyway, but I mean, like, still, bro, if you're open, you gotta shoot it. So
I mean, Porzingis, like you were saying, you gotta get more physical, man. You're how tall is he?
7'3", dude.
Yes, dude, you're 7'3". You're a big guy compared to others. You gotta
body people, man.
Yeah, exactly. Body them. I know you may not be the biggest center compared to others, but come on, man. You're still at that position. You gotta fight for that basket. Don't try to back off and then pass it out to the outside when you got a clear chance of laying it up. When you're taller than a lot of these guys, you can do that. I mean, look, I remember when Mark and I went to the last Mavs game before the pandemic shut the NBA down. They're playing against Denver, and at the time Porzingis was hurt, and we saw ball bond, dude. He got physical. He got into the basket. He put up 30 points. That's why I'm just like.
Oh, you guys went to that game?
Yeah, we went to that game. The last one before the pandemic shut it down. Yeah, that was a fun time. We saw him beat the Nuggets, but it's like Boban is,
and he did well this game. He did really well this game.
That's why I want Carlisle to be switching him and Porzingis out a little more often, put him in the rotation, because Boban wants to play, man. That's like, dude, he was able to put up 30 points as a center. And that one day, I can't remember how many boards he had, but
yeah, dude, like that's crazy.
So
maybe that's why they weren't playing Boban as much, because they're trying to wait until, like, I guess if they come up against a team like maybe the Jazz or maybe the Nuggets, they have a guy that kind of can at least give them some issue.
I mean, I can see that, but I mean, get him in there a little bit more often, because
they started him the last 2 games.
Okay, good, because he's a big plus. I know he's, like you said, he's like a tree. He's not very fast, but I just feel like he's a little bit more physical, and when it comes to defense, he's
at least
more
tries
on it. And that's why I'm saying Porzingis can learn a few things from Boban. So anyway, that's just what I think.
But yeah. So any closing thoughts on like the game before we just go on to just general questions with you, Ruben?
I just think we gotta, let's throw away this game in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say on Twitter, man, you can only move forward in life. Like life, games, everything, bro. Like whatever happened already happened. Like what I can do is fucking learn from it. So
yeah,
exactly. Well said.
Alrighty, so let's kind of just come up with some general questions for Ruben. So where are you originally from, man?
I am from Dallas, which
nice.
I live in Mesquite now, which is like 15 minutes east. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so my brother currently lives in North Richland Hills.
No. Okay.
No, well, not anymore.
That's right. You moved. Where did you move?
Yeah, I recently moved. Finally got my own place and everything. As you can see, the different.
Yeah, I was about to say that does look different. I don't know why I didn't register.
No, it's cool. I'm now living in Arlington.
Oh, okay, Arlington. Yes. Okay.
So yeah, I'm not too far away from Cowboy Stadium, Globe Life Field, and Six Flags. So, I'm pretty close to the action.
That's pretty badass.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah, so it's nice to finally have my own house. Well, renting, but hey,
bro, still,
Yeah,
it's something.
Yeah, no, but I didn't know that you are in the DFW area, man. I mean, it'd be cool, like for us to maybe. If there's a game that we can go to, like cool to meet up and meet in person.
Absolutely, bro. I love meeting people on Twitter or from the internet in general. Like I love it. It's one of my favorite things actually to ever do because everybody's like, "Oh shit, you're just a guy." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just a guy, bro."
I'm just a guy.
Like,
it's why it's like, like the internet puts up this facade, like, oh my God, he's something. Oh man, we're just regular people
yeah,
just
I'm a
trying
regular
to
dude. Like,
have a good time making content, man.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, so we got that. So I mean, because again, me and Mario are originally from El Paso,
yeah.
but I was born in Fort Worth, but I
Okay.
lived most of my life in El Paso because
Okay.
my family was from that area.
Yeah.
And
I've been out there a few times.
yeah.
El Paso, bro. It's fucking beautiful out there, dude.
Oh, it is,
Yeah.
dude.
I
I
love
miss
it.
the mountains.
Yeah, the mountains are nice, bro.
Yeah, me too, man. It's a nice thing. It's a very, it'll always be home. And, even a lot of people from home try to bash it like, oh, there's nothing to do here. It's like, there's something to do there if you know where to look.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't seem like much, but in the past 20 years, it's expanded quite significantly, and there's more things that are coming. I know there's one time where uh, we could have had the Riverwalk in El Paso, and we could have had Six Flags, and
Oh shit.
we could have had one of the Toyota factories that's in San Antonio, but
Yeah, a lot of our
it was
stuff
due
got
to the
outsourced.
city. It was well, no, it wasn't outsourced. It's because the city didn't want to give these things the tax break for a certain amount of years. That's
Mhm.
why, and so that's why they went to that's why Riverwalks in San Antonio.
I think
That's
San
why
Antonio
Six
steals a lot
Flags.
of our shit, dude. Because even we had Texas versus the Nation for quite a few years. It's a football game where you have Texas players from these Texas universities facing off against best players in the nation. Like
Oh,
Yeah,
we had
okay.
Adrian Peterson play there at the
What
yeah,
Sun
it
the
was
Bowl.
fuck, bro?
yeah,
That's
it was in the
crazy.
Sun Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But
Like we
like
were having a lot of players there, and then it got sent to San Antonio, and it was just like, dude, this is
I,
bullshit. San Antonio keeps taking our shit.
yeah, they play it in the Alamo Dome
That's
now,
another reason I'm
unfortunately.
not a huge fan of San Antonio, dude.
Yeah, it can be frustrating sometimes, but it always be home. There's always some things great about it if you know where to look. That's why I never bash your hometown. Because it would piss me off with some guys in high school. It's like, oh, I'm never coming back here. I'm leaving.
Yeah, and then they
And
miss it.
then a year later,
And then they miss it, bro.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and then a year later they're back. It's like, bro, it's just home. This is where we grew up. Never bash your hometown. Because
Hmm.
where every now and then we're always gonna find ourselves coming back, or eventually, we're out moving, doing our own thing. We're gonna eventually move back,
Hmm.
to settle down. Anyway, anyway,
Yeah, he has
that's
the
just my
ringtone from
I got
Fairy
the
Tale.
ringtone going.
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry about that.
Nah,
No, but yeah, also, so besides when you're not doing your stuff on Reddit or Twitter, Ruben, what else do you do, like as far as life in general?
so I am a teacher. So it's my
Oh,
summer
cool.
break.
Qué
So
padre.
I'm hanging out. Let's see, this summer, we're expecting our first kid
Oh,
in
felicidades,
July.
dude.
Thank you.
Oh,
Gracias. Thank you.
congratulations.
Yeah, it's he'll be here in July, end of July. So normally every summer we have like summer projects or like do stuff around the house. So this time it's like getting his nursery ready. That's been fun. Going through a bunch of like stuff that we don't need anymore and throwing it away, and
Hmm.
like we have the crib in the garage, so we're gonna put that together. I'm put that together. I'm not making my fiance do it, but I'll put that together.
Yeah.
Once his room is cleared out. Um, Other than that, man, like it's funny because like everyone's like, oh, do you must like be a huge Mavs fan, and I am. Like I'm a huge Mavs fan, but like I do a lot more than the Mavs. Like yeah, like I
Hmm.
check on Twitter every so often, and I'll tweet some bullshit or like I'm very the way I do social media is very extreme of consciousness. Just like where like the first thought to my brain, okay, I'm gonna tweet that. Like whatever the
Hmm.
hell, like if people like it, they like it. If they don't, whatever, I don't give a hell. I don't give a shit. But um I watch a lot of like movies and anime and what else do I do around here? I go play basketball almost every day, especially in the summer.
I need to
In
get
the
back to
mornings,
that.
I go to the gym and just normally no one's there. Like I get there like super early. I get there like at 7 or 8, and no one's usually there. So I just like shoot around for like an hour and a half. Like today I did it this morning, and I was like, I did this morning because I was mad. I was like, I just got to go out there, bro, and
Yeah,
just
gotta
like,
burn off some steam. Yeah.
it's like okay, I'm just shoot basket for a little bit. What else do I do around here, man? Again, like movies. I'm a big movie guy. Usually, like if I'm not if I'm not watching a game, if there's not a game on, I'm usually like watching a movie or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it be like something on like Netflix or uh, other maybe not so legal services. You know, I'll find something. Yeah, man,
I'll
I
bleep
like.
that out. I'm just kidding. No,
That's
not,
I
no,
just
but
edit it legal. You know,
yeah,
just
illegal.
put
Yeah, illegal.
a freaking dub in there.
No, but I do I do a bunch of stuff, man. Like I'm definitely more than just the Mavs. Like the
Mm-hmm.
Mavs are great. I love I love sports in general. Like not so much the Cowboys anymore. I think for me the Cowboys gotta win one more and then I'm done. Like, I gotta see one Super Bowl. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I've seen one where like I'm actually old enough, to remember it.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
So the Rangers, my dad grew up playing baseball, so I grew up playing baseball, and so that's been something that it's been like I watch the game sometimes, not so much anymore. Like I definitely prefer to go to a live game. Like I like to
Mm-hmm.
see that live soccer. I
Yeah.
watch I watch obviously San Luis and Yucatan, and then
Mm-hmm.
I watch EPL. I watch Brighton out there in England. Shout out to those guys out there. I know
Yeah.
some of them follow me on Twitter. And then sometimes I watch some MLS, not too much though. Like it's weird because like FC Dallas plays in Frisco. So like
Mm-hmm.
for me to go out there, it's like an hour drive, and then I have to go through tolls.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. The
And
tolls are a bit of a
I
pain
hate
in the
tolls,
ass.
bro. Like I just
Dude, that's what I don't like about the Metroplex. It's like they got tollways, the North
bro,
Texas
it makes
toll authority. It's dude, I just look at tollways as just a scam just for these guys. They're just like privately owned roads for
bro, it's
people to make money off
yeah,
of.
it's crazy because like they're like, oh yeah, we'll put a toll up until we pay off like the highway, and they pay off the highway, and it's like, fuck it, we're gonna keep it up still. And I'm
Yeah,
just
it's like
Yeah, that's
you
where
already
I'm
got your
like,
money. Yeah.
yeah, it's like I was like, oh well, that money goes to maintaining the roads. It's like we already pay through
yeah,
that
we
through
pay
our tax
taxes, bro.
dot.
Yeah, no, we
We
pay
pay
taxes for that, bro.
Yeah, we
Like,
pay through our taxes to tax dot. And it's like, so
yeah,
what's the point? You're just trying to
yeah.
milk us for more. You're trying to nickel and dime us
Yeah,
just for more money.
I try to avoid tolls as much as possible, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've only been on toll maybe like 4 times in the past year. Another thing I'm really into is craft beer. That's like my
Oh
thing.
yeah.
I
Oh
love
yeah,
craft beer,
man.
bro. But when the pandemic hit, I was like, damn, dude, I can't really go out, I can go out and like grab beer and come home, but it's like I live in Mesquite, which doesn't have like there's like no craft beer here. So like I have to drive out to Dallas or I have to drive out to like whatever. Like I know it's funny because I know like North Richland Hills actually has like a big scene now. Fort Worth does too, Arlington's starting to, and I'm like, bro, like, now I can actually like go and sit somewhere and like, have a beer and just like hang out because I'm fully vaccinated. So,
Yeah,
I'm just
También.
trying to,
yeah.
yeah,
So are
bro. So
we.
yeah, bro.
So it would be nice to, there's a lot of breweries here in the Metroplex that
A
I've been
lot.
wanting to try so bad. So
I'm saying,
it would be
bro.
nice to, my brother gets up here, for a few days. It'd be nice to go hit up a good brewery with y'all and have a
Yeah,
nice
bro.
cold ones, man.
Hey,
Dude,
anytime,
especially
if y'all can do it before end of July, bro, because once that baby's here, man, like I got,
responsibilities.
yeah, I can't go out for a couple months after he's here just
Mm-hmm.
because, until he's a little older, and I know his schedule a little bit better, but
Yeah, that'll kiss it.
No, of
But
course.
yeah, dude. But as far as like stuff like that, man, Mario's I mean, I like anime too. It's just I haven't really gotten as much into it because of like other stuff, and I want to. I try
yeah,
to spend as
yeah.
much time with my wife, watching the stuff she likes to watch. She's really high on RuPaul's Drag Race currently.
Okay.
But yeah, when I have watched anime, it's been pretty cool. Mario is like a huge anime buff, especially Naruto. He's a huge
Ah,
Okay, no,
man. I
yeah, dude. Hey,
mean, it's
Just like Willie Cauley Stein, bro. That's his favorite anime. That's
Did
oh
not know that.
Willie Cauley Stein likes Naruto.
bro. Okay, so like on social media, if you check his Instagram account, bro, like he has pictures where he's wearing like the full on like oh my god, what the fuck's that? The group Itachi's group.
Oh,
Oh,
Like
okay.
the Akatsuki.
yeah, bro, he's got the entire setup, bro, and he has like
That's awesome.
he has a gold chain that has Itachi on it, bro. Like it's amazing,
Oh
dude. Yeah,
man,
bro, shit's fucking crazy. I'm like, man, like I
bro, he's
would love to hang out
representing.
with you, bro. Like
I like that, man. I like that a lot. No, I mean the entire Naruto series. Naruto, Naruto Shippuden. Those are
yeah,
my favorite. Me because it started when originally started like when we were like 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, bro.
So we grew up with that show. The new one, Boruto, which
Bro,
is
I've heard it's weird. I can't.
it. Well, I think it's tended towards the next generation was Generation Z and all of them.
Oh, okay.
They're trying. I guess that's what they're trying to do because now I don't know how old the characters are in that series. I haven't watched it, so I don't know how old like Naruto and all of them are. So I don't know how they relate to us. They probably could be around our age now, because they already have kids and all that. So but I've heard mixed things about it. I haven't gotten into it, but I was like, I don't know. I thought once Naruto Shippuden ended, I was like, okay, that's it. I may get into it later, but I've been had spent my time watching other anime that I come to like a lot. I mean, Naruto's one, and then of course Fairy Tale's another.
Okay, Fairy Tale's a good one.
And then of course One Piece.
Bro, I cannot watch One Piece. I read the manga, but I can't watch it, bro. Like,
why is that?
It's so time consuming, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I've only gone through 3 episodes. I want to continue it, but it's just like
you're still on 3. You're still at the way beginning, bro. Dang.
Yeah, well, dude, I mean, it's because a lot of things happen in my life. Because Ruben, I'm currently a substitute teacher. I'm trying to get my certification. Like I'm doing an alternative program.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I during the year I have that job, but I also work at Men's Warehouse.
Okay.
So I have 2 jobs, so it's hard for me to really make the time.
Yeah, dude. So yeah.
No, I feel you. No, that was me this past semester. Just trying to get this schooling done. I literally had to take off almost an entire month of work just to get all this stuff done, my comp exams done, my recital done, and it was worth it. I mean, I know I didn't have much money. I didn't make a lot of money, but I was able to get it done, and now I'm done. So all I got to do is just work, put in the hours, save money, and just arrange my schedule where I can just practice my music and then do my my reaction video with my brother, and it's all gonna come together. I know it. I have awesome. I have faith that we'll get out of this pandemic shit show, if you will, and move on with our lives, because like I said, I work at the airport, so I was really happy to see that the terminal's full of people and people traveling, because people need to get out, and we need to start making more money, and because I don't want to go through what I went through last year, not having much traffic, no much work, and then getting furloughed. So like, no, I don't want anyone to go through that again.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, and dude, it's gonna be exciting once you finally get that situated. It's gonna be fun. Like once I also get my stuff situated here, because I'm almost done like getting my stuff ready, because we just moved into this apartment. So once that's done, we're gonna have a lot going on. But hey man, are you pressed for time? I don't want to keep you too long if you're pressed for time.
Nah, bro, I'm pretty free today.
Oh, good. Yeah, it just hit me. I was like, oh crap, I don't want to be disrespectful of your time.
Oh no, bro.
But yeah. So I was about to say. So another thing, because you have your own podcast, the Hoops and Hefeweizens. That.
Hoops and Hefeweizens. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
So like those guys are pretty cool, because I've always heard of that Squish 41 guy on Twitter. Like he always has his own stuff. And then when I finally heard his voice, I was like, this guy's a very interesting person.
Yeah, Squish. I love Squish, man. It's funny. We actually live pretty close to each other. He lives like 15 minutes away. So like.
So dang, you could fight him anytime.
No. Not doing that.
He's like, nope.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, I know. It's because he and Squish have this running joke about like fighting in a parking lot and shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's I forgot how it even started, bro. Like I don't know what it was. It was something on Twitter, and he was just like, okay, like fight me in a Toys R Us parking lot.
Oh yeah,
Toys R Us parking lot. Well, I'm sure. Well, watch what you say, because God has a funny way of making things happen.
Yeah,
and it'll probably be in a parking lot, but it won't be Toys R Us.
Yeah, but like those guys are great, man. Don is like the head engineer of the like the past couple of times I've been doing it because he's been busy at work, and so I'm like, bro, I hate this shit. Like I hate editing. I hate I like just to talk, and promote it. And but that guy's cool, and we have our little website where we like do like articles and stuff like that. And
Nice.
sometimes those guys will pop on. Bryce Patrick, Ultralight Beam on Twitter. Some other guys will jump on sometimes. Yeah, bro, it's been fun. Doing the podcast thing, like it started off as like just for fun, and it's still just for fun. Except now we get a little bit of money every couple months, but not too much. Like really, it's not a lot, just enough to cover like the bills for the website and keep our we have a Zoom was it like a Zoom like the premium account, we have that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we have that, so we just kind of use those. I mean, it's fun, podcasting takes a lot of fucking work and commitment, like,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to rag on anybody on Mav's Twitter, but like I've seen a lot of podcasts start up and then the fizzle out within like a month or two, and I'm like, guys, like if you guys can't have a commitment to this, like like it's almost like an extra job for a little bit,
Yeah.
because I have to, like, of course I'm gonna watch the games, but like now I have to actually watch the games like and actually like pay attention, analyze a little bit more. And even though like if you guys listen to my podcast, like I do know like I don't analyze shit, dude. It's mostly Squish. Like it's mostly Squish. Like Squish. Like we were at the game, and Squish is like, like I'm trying to like he's like I'm not really gonna tweet unless like it's the breaks because I'm trying to focus, and I'm like, okay, cool. And here I am, like literally with my phone in my hand, and I'm like, just like as I'm watching the game, just like tweeting, like finding the correct like letters on my phone. And he's like, how the fuck are you doing that? Like I was like, bro, I don't know, dude. People look for me to tweet, so I'll tweet. Like there's certain times where like I've said, hey, like I'm gonna be like at a movie or I'm gonna do like XYZ instead of like watch the game, and people are like, what the fuck, like we're gonna lose now because you don't have your energy, and I'm like, bro, shut up.
Because
like,
you don't have your energy.
Come on.
The universe is not intact because you're not tweeting.
Oh my God. It's like we expect you to be tweeting every second of the day. Like, no, man, come on.
I got a job, bro. Like I gotta like it turns out Twitter is not blocked from my school district, which is hilarious. But I've been on there.
Yeah, because if the kids have their own phones, they have like access to that stuff. It's just when it's on the computer. At least in my district, like the computer itself, like they've been trying to like block certain things, but they don't block everything, so it's kind of pointless.
It's like I've had Twitter up, I've had Reddit before up. I'm like, oh, it's interesting. Like,
what's the point of the firewall that they have on their system if it's not gonna happen? Because I like even at work, we have computers, we have a web browser, but we can't really search anything outside of work, really, because they say only use it for work and company related business. As like, and that's fair. So that's why a lot of people will just use their phones. But the whole thing about kids with that stuff, I look back growing up, we didn't get a phone until like we were in our teens. So I was like, bro, well, if I ever have kids, or when I have kids, I was like, you're not getting a phone until you're of age, because I don't want them glued to the
in serio, dude, they're freaking like addicted to that shit, man.
Yeah, that's been a conversation I've had with like my fiance, like how we're gonna do it, and mostly like, and because we're both teachers, like we both know, like kind of, she works for a district, but she's not a teacher, but like she, we've talked about it. It's just like, hey, like we're gonna, like we're not gonna have them have their own like iPad or something like that until they're like a lot old, like not a lot older, but like probably like actual like middle school age, when they're actually, because they're going to be using iPads like in the classroom, this is what they pivoted to that this year, and I think they're going to keep it that way because it just makes sense. Everybody has their own personal laptops and computers now in school, so
I mean, what was I going to say? It was like with the phone thing, I'll be like, no, I'll give my kids a phone when I know that they're going to be more active and busy at school, like with extracurricular activities or sports or whatever the case may be, when I know that I need to be able to reach them. But that's going to probably be not until like maybe late middle school, high school.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just teaching them those boundaries of like, hey, use this for important shit, because like that's something I had to learn when I was a kid, when we had even our like flip phones, because I don't know, I was a dumb kid, and again, I loved NBA, so I bought like a little game, and then my mom right away, why did you buy this game? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Like, I'm sorry.
Like, how much? I don't even remember how much it was. But
no, but she shut that shit down real quick. And I was like, yeah, no, you're right. I need to.
I,
Use
I
this
just
important
remember
stuff.
I just remember having like not unlimited text yet, and it just being like, hey, like
Oh
you can only
yeah.
like you have like 100 allotted. And I'm
And
like,
you
what the
burn through
fuck?
the minutes. Oh
Real
shit.
quick. Yeah, you gotta wait till after 9,
Yeah,
to
that
talk
was
on the phone,
rough,
bro. Or
man.
weekends, bro. Like you gotta wait.
And
Oh
I
man.
don't even remember how much more was to add it, but it was quite a lot, you
At the
know.
time, yeah. Now everybody,
Yeah,
unlimited
everybody has
everything.
it.
Unlimited
Yeah,
data for everybody. But
yeah, it's like the unlimited plans, unlimited talk, text, and data. It seems to be more bang for your buck than it is to having the limited. Because for the while when my brother and I first got our smartphone, no, this was like 2014. That's when we first got a smartphone. I know we're a little late to the party,
Yeah.
but we only had the limited plan, so I think we only had how many gigabytes a month?
It was like
Like
five. No,
like
16. It was
15,
16 gigs a
yeah,
month.
16 gigabytes of data a month, but I burned through that a lot faster than the others. So it would be like an extra $15 or so to add like a
Yeah.
gigabyte.
Our
I'm
mom
like,
was really like,
what?
yo, y'all need to cut that shit out.
Yeah. So then I had a long talk with her because, I'm still with their family plan and I pay my portion of the bill. It's like, I think it'll be more bang for a buck to get the unlimited plan. And so far it has been.
yeah.
Even though we're with Verizon. So it's like, we're averaging at least 240, 250 a month for 4 lines. And even then, I feel that's still kind of high, but Verizon's supposed to be the better network.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Supposedly,
They all say that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
But I've noticed, man, that a lot of places, even here in Arlington, like right now, I only got one bar. Only got one bar of signal for some reason.
Pero
I don't know
tienes
what.
un pinche ladrillo, güey. Un pinche teléfono anciano. You have an
No,
old phone.
yeah, bro.
it's the iPhone 6s Plus.
Oh, holy shit, bro.
It's
That's
supposed to
ancient, dude. That's
it's ancient in technology. Well,
Like,
I mean,
relatively, yes.
yeah,
yeah.
relatively. I mean, it is. I mean, they say that the review said that iPhone 6 was the best model they ever made. After that, it was just pretty much the same phone, just every little things different here and there. But now
Better
I don't think.
cameras.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, but it served me well. But now I need to get a better one. The battery drain, the life on this battery is like at 83%. So
Damn, that's crazy.
it's time to get a new one. So I'm gonna try to see if I can save up and get the 12. I
Okay.
mean, I got the means to do it. I just got to save that. I just got to put my money. But first of all, before I do that, I got to pay off my student loans before I do anything
Oh
else. I
yeah.
don't have
That's
much left to
important.
go
Yeah.
on them, but I want to get that paid off before I buy any big purchases like a phone or
I feel that,
maybe a truck. So
yeah.
anyway, but yeah.
Una mamalona. Pinche
Nah,
tecuache
cabrón.
ahí.
Hey man, we're in Texas. We need a truck. We need a truck. I mean,
Dude, that's all the kids talk about, dude. Like, oh, mira mi mamalona. Ah, eres tecuache
cabrón.
ese. Like, these little kids, dude, I swear to God, they're funny.
I know, man. Niños
Oh my
traviesos,
god,
híjole.
bro.
No. Uh, anyway, it's all good.
Oh man. Jesus, dude. Yeah, kids are whack. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to talk to you about, man. Like, I'll be quite honest, I wasn't really prepared for this because it's such a new experience to have a guest on here.
Oh
And
yeah.
probably down the line we'll be a little bit more prepared with questions. But yeah, man, hopefully we keep this going in the future. Hopefully get you on here or any of your other crew once in a while. And hopefully maybe
Yeah,
one
bro.
day, I mean, obviously you're going to be a little busy, so I'm going to kind of wait until I'm a little bit more focused and settled to hopefully come on Hoops and Hefeweizens because I would love
Oh,
to talk Mavs
absolutely,
basketball with
bro.
y'all.
Oh, that would be nice.
Absolutely, man.
That would be nice.
Both y'all, bro.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
especially you, dude. Like we need to get you in on some more stuff, especially now since we're gonna have a little bit more free time. A
Yeah, a
little.
little bit more. Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, I feel it'll be good. I'll just be, like I said, working and practicing and just trying to get gigs when I can. But no, I want to make this. I'm just trying to do a lot of other things. I want to make sure I do this, my channel.
Yeah, we'll get you
Uh,
going, man.
yeah, and then I'm just trying to look into other things. I'm also looking into doing more crypto studying because I made some investments that look very promising. So
All right.
I recommend you guys get into it too a little bit more because that should be
I'm
our
trying
future.
to. I'm trying.
No,
to.
no, I know.
I have a little bit. I have a little bit, and in different pockets on the internet right now. So
Good, yeah.
you know,
Diversify always
just a
best.
little
But
bit.
no,
Yeah.
it's I'm just trying to do that. Crypto, music, this, and just maintaining balance of work. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all gonna come to everything's all gonna work out. I know it. I pray the best for everybody. That this is all gonna turn around.
Cool.
Alrighty. Did you have any other questions for Ruben, Mario?
No, not at the moment. It was really a pleasure to finally meet you. I pray that we get to do this a little more often, bring you on, and hopefully we get to be on yours. And like I said, hopefully you get to meet you in person, get to
Yeah,
know
bro.
we all get to know each other better, and just have a good time. Hopefully go to a few games together or whatnot.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Y
Down for
quiero
that.
decir, Ruben, eres muy amable y gracioso para hablar con nosotros. Like, it's been a huge pleasure.
Mhm.
Like, you don't know what
Yeah.
this means to us to have like a guy like you on this deal.
I
And
appreciate it, man. Like, dude, I am like, I love coming on to like everybody's podcast and just like talk, dumb shit for like,
yeah.
for an hour or whatever, man. Like, I love it, dude. This is great for me. Like, especially after like the traumatizing experience that was yesterday.
Yeah. Need a
Like,
little
Yeah,
something to unwind.
yeah, I had a little time,
yeah,
a little time to like think about it and just like not go to bed mad. Just like, okay, cool.
hmm
Like, wake up. Okay, I'm like, all right, bro. Like, it's a new day. We gotta do something new. Like,
yeah.
so
On that note, I know Mark was texting me this honest opinion. I don't agree, but maybe it's been long enough. Depending on what happens tomorrow, do you think that Mark Cuban should start considering a new coach for the Mavericks?
oh man. Okay. So there was that one timeout, which I think people told me it was a TV timeout, but still it sucked. Because we were up one and Rick calls a timeout and Luca's like, what the fuck? Like he's like literally like there's video out there of him being like, why'd you don't call don't go call timeout, don't call timeout. And I think they went after that, like it was like they scored 20, we scored 11. Like it was bad.
hmm
And that was the first time in my life where I was like, fuck, man, I think this starts the hot seat. Like actual hot seat. Like
hmm
it's getting warm. It's not hot, but it's like the fire's been turned on, like it's just like it's a little flame right now, like under the seat right now. Like it's not to like the Terry Stotts level because he just
Yeah.
got let go. It's not the Terry Stotts level, but like it's getting there, and I think it won't be Mark Cuban that makes the call. I think it's gonna be Luca that makes the
hmm
call. Like because like as we all know now, like the league is way more star friendly, like
Yeah.
so I think that probably, and I saw like the post game stuff, and Luca was, trying to kind of avoiding certain questions and stuff like that. So, and I think if someone did ask him about that, he probably would have like been like, "Oh, I don't want to talk about that," or like would have given a very like, media answer. Um, but yeah, I think that one timeout might have like done something with inside Luca and been like, okay, like, you know, like next if things don't improve in the next like year or two, like, hey, like, you know, because like again, like Rick can only do as much as he can. Like ultimately, like it's up to like Donnie Nelson and like the front office to make the moves.
Yeah.
They've been
Yeah.
terrible. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
aside from the Tim Hardaway trade, like, it hasn't been the best. And I just think, I think if whatever happens tomorrow, like if we win, great. That topic will be put on the shelf for a little bit. But if we lose, man, I think the entire organization as a whole,
Needs to
something
consider.
has to happen. Like it's not just Rick, it's everybody.
hmm
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
with me
mean,
though, like I've been kind of back and forth on Rick. Like there's moments I kind of want him gone, and there are moments is like, you know what, I'll just gotta calm down and let it
yeah,
happen. And
yeah,
that's what I'm at right now. I'm just gotta calm down and let it happen because I mean, I don't foresee them firing him in the offseason. I think they're gonna go with him one more year at least to
yeah. I
give him
think
the
yeah,
final
at
shot.
least yeah. With the new roster, hopefully better players on the roster. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, but see, And this is a thing I need to bring back to this podcast. Mark my words. I haven't done that since like the first couple of episodes. But I need to bring that back.
Should have that as
mark my words.
That's a good bit.
If they lose next season, Rick is getting fired and Don Nelson is getting fired.
Oh shit.
That's what's going to happen, because if they don't, that's really shitty, because they need to move on. They need to have a shift in mentality. But I think that will happen if they don't succeed. But again, we just got to see what happens. But yeah, if that happens, they're not going to.
Yeah, I
mean, coming back.
I mean, for a while they were on it. I mean, Donnie Nelson was finding the right pieces, but ever since the championship, it's been kind of stagnant.
Well, they've been sitting on their thumbs in free agency too.
They've been like, hey, we're going to Dwight Howard. You know, we're going to go after Darren Williams before we got
DeAndre Ayton. Jordan. My bad.
Yeah,
sorry.
That's the big one. Yeah, that's the big one. Yeah, DeAndre Jordan's the first. It's just like, bro, like quit going after the big fish. Like, you have the big fish. Like, you drafted him. Like,
now you got to get the supporting pieces.
Yeah,
to put
exactly.
Around him.
You got to get him the best supporting pieces, bro. Like, this offseason, I'm looking at Rashawn Holmes. Like, I think we need to have like a
BGSU grad.
Yeah, we got to get Rashawn Holmes, bro. Like, I think we gotta. There's some guys out there where I'm like, yeah, like I would be willing to take a flyer on them, and like, I think we got to re-sign Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't think.
Yeah.
No, he's a keeper, man. Look, there's people that I feel that they should hold on to. Of course, Luka for one.
Yeah.
Hardaway. They need to keep Dorian. I know that he can be good. I think they need to play. I haven't seen him being played much, so they need to let him. They need to unleash him. As far as our little guys,
Brunson. I don't think they're going to retain Burke, because I mean
Burke needs to go, bro. Yeah, Burke. Yeah,
he had his moment in the bubble, but after that, yeah.
Brunson they need to keep. Who else do they have?
Kleber. I know he hasn't been good in this series, but he definitely needs to be maintained, because he was 45% from 3-point range this season, probably even higher than that actually.
Yeah, it's like, I think there's some place here. Give me a second. Let me look up the roster and have a look, because I'm trying to see how all this is gonna play out here. Let's see. I want to see, just for a second here. Let me actually share this just so that way people can see. Like, okay, let's see, like, yeah or nay, who goes, who stays. Your thoughts. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. So here's the list. Here's the roster. So you're saying
I'm not even counting the rookies, bro.
Yeah, at this point, because we have to figure out that situation. Especially, dude, what happened to Tyrell Terry, dude? What happened to him?
Nothing, dude. As far as I know, like nothing. Like we don't know. We have absolutely no idea. Like, it could have been a terrible death in the family. It could have been like, I don't know, maybe he got really sick. Like, no one fucking knows. So
yeah, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I think he is, because he's with the team now. But
see, I see Josh Richardson's thing. I mean, I think he's a very good potential, man. No, you don't think so?
So he's gonna stay. He's gonna stay because he has a player option.
That's right.
He's not gonna forfeit that much money, bro. Because he won't. That's right. He won't.
$10 million.
What I think happens with him. I think what happens with him is that he takes player option, and then we do a sign and trade with somebody. I think that's like the best route for him if we want to let him go. JJ Redick's gone. Obviously, like, he's old.
Yeah, I noticed. I didn't.
And he wanted to go to Brooklyn anyway.
Yeah, he wanted to go. So let him go to Brooklyn, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, let him go.
Yeah.
Dwight needs to stay.
As much as I was saying throughout the season that he should get traded, I've kind of backtracked on that, because he has now been doing a lot more, like, on the he's been our
energizer,
our energizer, our hype man. Like, he's been a lot more utilized in better situations than I originally anticipated. So I'm going back on the Dwight Powell hate, and I hope he stays. So
see, because I've seen
just big words coming from me.
See, because I've seen him play, and he can be very dominant when things are going well.
When he tries,
come on, and I know he can do it because I've seen it. So he needs to be more involved. Like, I know he's not as tall as Porzingis, but I feel like he can out-muscle Porzingis right now. So Porzingis needs to step up, man. But look at them. They're both the same weight. It's like, come on, bro. There should be no
It's
excuse.
weird, bro. Yeah, he should be. Yeah. Let's see.
So that's a.
Kristaps. Yeah.
So sorry. So a no for
Yeah.
Richardson. I thought he was good because I seen him do well, but if you're
Oh,
saying
dude, he's
no,
been kind of bad this season,
So
dude.
so
Mm.
so we got him because he was supposed to be like the defensive like mastermind, right? That's the reason why we got rid of Seth, because like, hey, like we got rid of Seth Curry, drafted Tyrell Terry to kind of be in that Seth Curry role. And then Josh Richardson was supposed to be just like a defensive like mastermind.
Mhm.
Hasn't panned out. He's had some moments where he's like, oh, like he actually did some stuff, like, but I mean, like he's not even worth his contract, dude. Like,
Yeah.
All right.
that's
That's why I was kind of upset when they got rid of Seth. I was like, no, what are you doing? He was.
and then we
the
got
most
Tyrell.
consistent.
Hopefully next year Tyrell gets some time, and I think
Hope so too.
a full off season will be good for him.
Mhm.
Um,
So
okay,
no for Richardson. Riddick's gone. Porzingis,
Dwayne.
yes. Kristaps.
Dude. When it comes to Kristaps Porzingis, it has to be. Man, I don't know. I think that trade at this point is a fail. I mean, not really, because we got Tim out of it, but I feel like Kristaps. I think if we can move him, even if it's for like, I don't know, bro, like a
Decent
pick,
pieces.
something, anything, bro. I'll take it, dude. Like, I think maybe Portland may be trying to offload some people, they might try to offload some guys. I'm trying to think of like the teams that have been like in dismay, who are going through like I think I just saw a thing that said the Magic are going through. I think they're letting go their coach. It looks like so.
And then what's his name? Lowry Markkinen said he wanted to play with
Yeah,
Luka.
I don't know.
But
We'll
see, I don't know about that one either, because like
They're-
Markkinen has struggled himself. So
He's like Porzingis except worse. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. So I guess we'll see what happens with Chris. I would prefer it to somehow work out, but I mean, I think after this season, I think he's done. I think he's like, fuck this franchise. So, Melly's gone.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah, I mean, he's had some moments, but no. Boban I want back just because he makes Luca happy.
Yeah.
You know,
He's definitely a fun person to have
Yeah.
on and off the
Yeah.
bench.
like Luca makes him happy. So yeah. Maxi, man, I know on Twitter, everybody's so reactionary. People are like, hey, like fuck him, like he needs to go. Bro, I don't know. I'm so up in the air with him, honestly. So
I think you still I think you should maintain him. Yes, he's struggled in this playoffs, but he has definitely been a very good shooter for us. Like again, he's been a high percentage shooter throughout the season. So I don't think that you should get rid of him off the bat. I think and he's actually been a decent defender. Granted, he's been playing Kawhi Leonard, and hardly anybody can guard Kawhi Leonard. So we really cannot fault him for that. So I think we should give him another chance.
okay. Let's see. Nate Hinton, rookie. Nothing. Tim, I want to keep Tim so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tim needs to stay here. I love that dude.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, we watched highlights of his dad playing for my alma mater, and then seeing him, it's like, bro, yeah, you need to keep him. And he seems to me, he seems happy in Dallas, and I want to make sure he stays happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm the Mavs, I give him 20 a year for like 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I'm thinking for him. Him besides Luca, bro. That's a great. Josh Green. I know Josh Green's a rookie. I know, but I hope he gets a lot more minutes next year.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's not quite ready for the limelight of the playoffs, but I think he'll get there. Doran, I want to keep.
Yeah.
Luca, obviously, no brainer. Obviously, bro.
No, get rid of him, right?
No, I think,
nah, man.
Nah, bro. Hey,
he's the face of the franchise, man. He's
just saying that'd be bad.
he's getting that super duper max next year, bro.
Hell yeah.
He's got to yeah, bro. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, and the thing about the Mavs too, like I've noticed, like they don't really like to go over the tax cap.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm like, bro, at this point, dude, you have to. Like, you saw like what
the Warriors did, dude.
Yeah,
the Warriors went over the tax cap a lot.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And so like, fuck it, bro. Like, and they got what 2-3 chips, bro. Like,
yeah,
you have to do it, dude. Like, you have to. Like, fuck it.
Mark Cuban's gotta be willing to
spend the dough.
Spend that doge. Spend that doge, bro.
Take a risk.
Coin, bro.
This is I feel this is it may be a risky investment, but I think it would be an investment worthwhile if it's going to get you another championship.
Exactly. And make Luka happy. Like, Luka wins a championship here. Like, bro, he'd probably stay here longer, probably a
Exactly.
lifer.
Yeah, it'd be nice for him to, be kind of similar to Dirk, where he just stays in Dallas.
For a
But of
long
course,
fucking time. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
So what about Willie?
Man, I think Willie. I love Willie as a person, man. He does think like if he knows his role, which doesn't seem like he knows it a lot. He's great, but I'm kind of okay with like I don't know what his contract is. I don't know if he. I don't know how long. I think he signed for 2 years actually. So I think he's
Yeah,
here unless we trade him. I could either way with him honestly.
because I know that Dwight Powell is like shorter, but they perform very similar roles.
Yeah.
So it's almost, and I know some people have disagreed with me in the past, but it almost feels like a redundancy having Willie Cauley-Stein and Dwight Powell. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Because I know there's some things that Willie Cauley-Stein does a little bit better than Powell and vice versa. But
Well, can't you just rotate him? Well,
I mean, that's what they've been doing, but it's just like, it almost feels like the game plan would be very much the same, and that'd be kind of easy to read and pick off. I don't know.
I guess. All right. And then you said no to Burke, huh?
Yeah, Burke's gone.
Yeah, sadly, dude. He was great in the bubble, but then since then he hasn't really provided much.
Yeah, he hasn't anything, man. Jalen Brunson needs to be a lifer, bro. He needs to be he needs to be a JJ Barea, except not going to the Wolves for 4 years.
Yeah,
he needs to stay here. He needs to stay here, bro. I love that dude.
So.
And obviously Tyler Bay is
he has championship pedigree, dude. I mean, he won the NCAA championship, so yeah,
twice. Villanova, bro. Yeah, So,
well, and then I wish we could look at the coaches because it's only labeling Rick, but I know.
I mean, there's Rick, there's Jamal Mosley,
the assistant.
I think Jamal Mosley is. I think he's probably gone this summer. I think because Steven Silas, got picked up real quick. Jamal Mosley is another guy where it's like, he's a very much a player oriented coach. They love him. Like I saw, like when he won his first game as a head coach when Rick got kicked out. Like it was like, oh, like they had like the water bath and everything for him ready. So they love him, dude. So I think, but I feel like in the offseason there can be a lot of team, especially the teams that are now like getting ready to like look for new coaches. I think he's probably one that might be looked at, and he's actually the guy like. If down the line Rick is gone, that's the guy that I want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, because who else do you get? Like, I mean, that's the thing. Oh, I understand that's the huge argument for Rick. Like, if you get rid of him, who else do you get? Well, I mean, you got to try something else if it doesn't end up panning out. You know what I mean? Like, either way, you're gonna have to get somebody else in the end. So, I mean, he's gonna be here for one more year, at least.
At least one more year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's just like, after winning the title with him, it's like, I don't know what happened.
Well,
like,
and he for the past 5 years, like the 5 years after they won the championship, he really did all he could with a lot of the lineups. Yeah, that he had.
That were terrible. Like,
yeah. Well, but also we got finessed hella bad by Chandler Parsons. They're calling KP Kristaps Parsons now.
I saw that shit, bro.
Yeah, I was real, dude. Parsons is like, bro, what is going on with you, man?
But, dude, he finessed every team he's been with, dude.
The Grizzlies, bro. The Grizzlies paid him so much money, and I was like, that's the money that we gave to Harrison Barnes, and I was like, damn, bro, like,
y'all fucked up there. But well, I mean, I guess they're doing okay. That's a team I'm scared of. That's a team I'm scared of.
The Grizzlies.
In the future, that's gonna be a.
Yeah, if AJ maintains his health, oh, dude, it's gonna be hard.
I'm so pissed. The West will never get easy. No, the West will never be easy again, bro. Like,
yeah, dude. Okay, but here's my deal. I'm so like, granted, no disrespect to the rookies we got, but I'm so pissed. We had a chance to draft Desmond Bane, dude. We had a chance.
Yeah, I know. I know, and it makes you mad. But at the same time, I'm like,
he wanted to be here too.
Yeah,
he wanted to be here.
He's a TCU kid, like Man, I wanted him so bad, bro. And I know what's the name? Mavs draft was on that way like 2-3 years ago. Was like, yeah, this is a guy that I would want for the Mavs.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mavs draft like 3 years ago was like, that's a guy that I want.
Where did he end up going?
To the Grizzlies,
to Memphis,
and that's why I'm scared.
it's like literally like we had the 18th pick. We picked up Josh Green, which like I get what they were trying to do with Josh Green, and then we had the 31st. And Memphis picked the 30th pick.
Mhm.
And they like literally, I was like, oh my god, we're gonna get Desmond Bain. We're gonna get Desmond Bain. Holy shit! And they fucking drafted Desmond Bain.
Yeah.
Like with that pick right before us. So I was like,
Oh.
fuck. So
That's why
Well,
sometimes it's just like one of those, when you have the guy, get him right away.
yeah, you have to.
Because
Yeah,
I really don't think anybody was going to pick up Josh Green.
that early, like that
Yeah.
early. Yeah.
do you
Yeah, I think a lot of
think?
people were like, what the hell?
I think
Well,
that
do
was
you
a big mistake on the front office's part, at
Well,
least
do
to me.
What do you think he can develop into a good player?
Yeah.
Josh Green?
Yeah.
Or yeah, I think
Yeah.
he can. I mean, it's not to say that he can't develop. It's just Desmond Bain was a little bit more polished.
Yeah, he's already like
Right.
immediately impacting like playoff games. You know, like
Right. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully, you never know. Hopefully, if depending on if a trade comes up, maybe if he still wants to come to
Nah, dude.
Dallas, and they could take on.
At
They
this
could
point,
jump
dude,
on.
I don't think that's gonna happen because he's already doing too well there.
yeah,
So
I think
they're
that
gonna
trade. I
maintain
think
him.
yeah.
Well, you
I think
never
that trade
know,
already
but
sailed. Yeah.
that may be. But you got to also remember, it's not about how you're doing well with to some players. It's about, are you happy where you are?
Ah, but he is, dude. I mean, if he's successful there, yeah.
Well,
We'll
I
see.
wish another
I
about
see
success,
what you
but you
mean.
never know. I'm just saying it's a
Yeah, I see what you mean.
possibility.
Like later on, it could be different, but I don't know. For me, at least from what I can tell right now, I don't think it will happen because
Yeah,
he's already
right.
proven he could be a valuable piece to an organization like the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I don't see it happening.
It's nice to see the Grizzlies, back doing this good. We haven't seen them since 2009,
Not
2010.
for us. Not for us.
Well, I know not for us, but I mean, just to see that organization, because we haven't seen them at this caliber since 2009, 2010 when was Zach Rudolph was there.
Yeah. Oh, that was, I felt bad. We got Zebo and we just let him go right after we got
And they
him.
retired.
I felt so sad. I was like, oh
yeah, man. Well, he was getting up there.
I know he was.
Yeah,
but
he's
it was
old.
just-
He's old. He has like get off 1 inch off the ground, bro, when he jumps. Like
Yeah,
like
pobrecito.
But it was
ready
nice to see. But he was quite a sight to see when he played, man.
Oh, yeah, bro,
Dude, he's sorely underrated, dude. Like I think he was an
He's never-
amazing player.
I don't think he's not gonna make the Hall of Fame, bro. But he's even the Hall of very good. Like that dude was.
That's the
He was
thing.
great. I love it.
That's just the unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
But
And he punked out Blake Griffin. That was cool.
yeah.
That was funny.
Dude,
That was
what
so
is going
funny.
on with Blake Griffin, dude? I
He-
don't know
it's-
what to say about him. It's like he seems to have lost his touch. It's like,
Well, I mean, there's some moments where he looks like he still has it. It's like,
Yeah. So he dunked the ball like his first game with Brooklyn. And I was like, you motherfucker.
you liar.
I know. You fucking bastard. Like you just. I don't blame him though, bro. It's Detroit. Like,
Yeah, Detroit is, well, maybe a few years down the line when they get their pieces together. Because I mean,
Yeah.
I forget who their rookie is, but he's been playing pretty good. And then also Jeremy Grant. has
Yeah,
been pretty good.
Jeremy Grant's been pretty good with them too, bro. Like, I hope they're good because I think like when they're good, like I think because I always think about like the Bad Boy Pistons, bro. Like,
Mhm.
I obviously wasn't old enough to like watch them play live, but I've watched like the tape and I'm like, damn, dude, these guys were a fucking menace. Like, which I think is cool. Like, I like the whole like I like the way the game is played now, but I do wish we had like more like physicality involved, which and again,
Yeah.
like the rules have changed and you can't be as physical, but I think it's just cool, like just shit talking, like just guys being fucking assholes to each other on the court. So
yeah, because but there's a difference. A lot of them did have things against one another, so they talked match day and they meant it. But other players, they know each other, so it's like they know. He's messing around with me. I know how he is, but I agree with you, man. It's like there needs
to be a
needs to be-
rivalry.
there needs to be true rivalry. Like they need to allow a little bit of reckless abandon, not to the point where you're physically hurting people or
Like
targeting
Malice at the
people. No,
Palace.
I don't know. I don't. I don't condone that. What
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
bro.
what I mean is like this game is physical. Let it be physical.
However, I will
calling
say,
these ticky tack fouls when they're. It's like, dude, you barely touched him, and you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, come on. The game, all sports were meant to be physical. Well, at least the ones that have a lot of contact, that's how they were meant to be. You gotta let the players play a little bit.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm not saying not to the point where your players are targeting each other, hurting each other. No, that's not cool. That takes the fun out of the game. That ruins the no. That's
integrity of the sport. Yeah. But like, I will say this though, like, especially as of late, dude, I mean, and it has nothing really to do with the players being aggressive. It's the fans, dude.
Yeah.
Qué chingados, dude. ¿Qué están pasando con esa gente, güey? Like they're fucking
For real though,
crazy.
bro. For
Like,
real
dude,
though,
especially
dude.
against Russell Westbrook, dude. Like, I understand he could be a pretty aggressive dude, but he minds his own business off the court. So I don't know why fans are such assholes about it. Like, dude, leave the fucker alone.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
he has done nothing to you. And see, and that's the thing. Everyone likes to make Russ out to be the bad guy in that. It's like, nah, dude, he's not, because every time it's been a fan instigating it.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Like they just like, and like they just know like he's gonna respond in some way, you know.
Because he doesn't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, he doesn't at all, bro. Like,
because isn't he
man.
from LA?
Yeah, he's from LA.
Who?
Russell Westbrook?
I don't know. Here, let me check that.
Yeah, because I think he's from LA.
Yeah, he's from LA,
Those
bro.
people over there don't
Yeah,
fuck with that shit.
They don't fuck around, dude. They do not fuck around.
No, dude, LA is a rough. The entire area of LA is a rough place to live. Yeah. Oh well, he's from Long Beach.
Yeah, that's
but
where our
it's-
Hey,
cousins
Long
are
Beach,
from.
hey man. Yeah, Long Beach is yeah, that's a place,
I mean, it's not
man.
Compton, but it's still pretty damn hard.
Yeah,
No,
it
we it's all of LA, because it's so heavily populated. You got a lot of mixed incomes, a lot of high income families, a lot of very low income families. So there's a lot of but LA's been known to, ever since its development, have a lot of gang activities, a lot of cliques. That's just how it is, especially since it's grown to that size. So yeah, it can be a rough place to live. We, like I said, we got family all around Los Angeles, all
Okay.
around the surrounding cities and municipalities of Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
pretty much.
We
Texas,
have,
California, we have family there.
yeah.
Okay.
So we've seen some rough areas of California. We haven't, but of course, it's been about 12 years since we were last in California, and I've seen a lot of sad pictures of how the state of California, how the state it's in, it's just bad. It's sad, So
Yeah.
and it saddens me how many people are fleeing, California and coming here to Texas. So I just hope that somehow it turns around. But yeah, they don't mess around over there.
Yeah, they don't, dude. Then that's the point. It's like, why do fans think they can do that shit? That's the thing. Like, you pay, you pay the ticket, but that doesn't mean shit, man. These are people too that you're messing with. And that's that's the thing that pissed me about the whole Malice at the Palace, because everyone made it seem as if, oh, well, it's Ron Artest, he's a villain, and blah blah blah. It's like, no, dude, a fan started that shit first. Like, yeah, they were fighting on the
Yeah.
court, but you saw Ron Artest. He removed himself from the situation.
Yeah, he tried to remove stuff.
Like,
He tried, but-
he was a little weird about it because he sat on the court, the scorer's table.
Yeah.
But he at least removed himself from the situation.
Yeah.
And then a fan threw freaking something at him, and that's what started the whole thing.
Dude, there's only so much. Like, you forget, even players, yes, they're celebrities, they're public figures, but they're still human beings too. That all of us have our breaking point, and when you push the right button, everyone's gonna let loose. So I mean, I don't condone what he did. Of course, since, like you say, he's got to maintain his composure and his cool, but even then, there's only so much you can handle.
Yeah, that's
So
They're
that's why, like,
human.
with Kyrie, I don't know. I know his stint in Boston wasn't, the best, and a lot of fans did not like him for whatever reason. I
Boston
don't
fans suck, though, dude. Like,
I know,
I had
fans
a
are
conversation
terrible.
with somebody on LockerRoom, and he says those guys are terrible.
They're just as bad as
Because he's also a Boston fan. He's like, yeah, they're terrible in their own way. It's like Philly fans, except not as violent, but they're still pretty. It's their words, the shit
they
say.
really shit on their team when they're not doing so good, and that's not cool. But it's like, you got to support your team. I know we can be critical of them,
Yeah,
but to shit on them, it's like, dude, what's wrong with you? But I don't know what it is about the culture over there in Boston. I want to go to Boston, but to see how fucking how cutthroat they are against their own team, it's like, bro, that's messed up. But look,
it's because they're so
whatever
used to winning, right?
yeah. So was it 16, 17 titles?
Mhm.
That's quite a lot, man. But the thing is, whatever happened when Kyrie was there, dude, that's in the past. But for you because I remember watching when he came in, that they were booing him like crazy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And then when
And they threw a bottle at him.
yeah, some idiot threw a bottle at him, and it missed his head by by
Inches.
Yeah,
inches,
it was a
dude.
little
It's
bit.
like,
Yeah, bro.
look, dude, no matter how frustrated you are that he was on your team, he's gone, now he's on an opposing team and he beat your team, dude, it's a game. Let it go at that point. Don't be a fucking jerk, because now you not only now you ruined it for yourself by getting arrested.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, everyone was saying, let's give it that's they should charge him for assault. That was assault. Like, he didn't hit him. That's not assault. If he did hit him, that was assault. But
but he should still. He obviously got banned.
He's banned for life from the Garden. So you just messed it up for yourself, bro. You can't go to another game. You're gonna have to sit at home or at a bar watching the games from now on. So look, yeah, I know fans are only human beings, but they've been riled up. We've been all cooped up at home for a year, not being able to get out, but that does not excuse you for behaving poorly like that. That goes for all of us, And of course, alcohol. And when you include,
that's the thing. They're acting like freaking savages.
Yeah. But it's like, but they act like it from time to time. And of course, when you add alcohol in the mixture, that does not help at all.
No, not at all.
So, I mean, I hope he learned his lesson, because
it's expensive. I think the dude was a season ticket holder too, bro. So it's like,
see, and that's what's crazy. Why?
So that's even worse.
They should know better. You know what I mean? They are the ones that should know better.
It's like, you lost season tickets, bro. Like,
yeah, you lost season tickets that you probably paid a lot of money for. So that's money down the drain. Ugh.
Yeah.
Plus court fees now.
For real, bro. Like,
court fees. Oh yeah.
Wait.
But I mean, I don't know if attempted assault is a thing, because he didn't hit him.
I think it is. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, that's still an attack on somebody.
Yeah. So I don't know, bro. I don't know how they're gonna. I know what's happening with that. I'm sure Twitter will be very civil about it. Whenever shit starts popping off.
I mean, I don't know what the state of Massachusetts is with that. With that. So we'll see.
I have no idea. We'll see, I guess. But all right.
Well, yeah, it's like, but if you notice in a lot of sports, fan interference, they take a lot of arenas and leagues take that seriously. Like, you can't interfere, otherwise because I've seen that a lot in baseball. Like, they interfere with the game. It's like, sorry, man, because you did that, you got to kick you out.
Yeah, but I think the craziest sports fans, like, I mean, the NBA is not really. It's actually pretty. No puedo hablar. It's pretty minimal compared to most other sports, like football, dude. Football. Those fuckers are crazy over there, dude. Especially
football. Those guys no tiene vergüenza, bro.
No tiene vergüenza.
No, they don't, bro. No. Like,
they throw whatever in it. So when things don't go the way, dude,
it's fucking crazy, dude.
Those fans, compared to any other sports league, they are diehard serious about their teams and the sport of football, because when the refs screw up, and they let them have it, they boo them, they even throw stuff on the field. It's like, even that's like, bro, come on,
dude. They attack people. They jump the fucking fence and attack
dude, it's crazy, dude, over
and
there.
This is and of course this is in like mostly other countries. I haven't seen that very much here in the MLS, because
they don't put up with that shit.
They don't put up with. They have zero tolerance with that, which is good. They should not have. No country that has a sports league should tolerate that, especially football. But somehow they let it slide. But maybe it has something to do with, because a lot of other countries have civil law, so you're guilty till you're proven innocent. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Like, here's my deal. I really don't mind a little bit of a scuffle on the court when it comes to basketball. I understand it's like, well, you should just play your game. But I don't mind a little bit of a scuffle here and there, because I mean, that shit happens in hockey, man. And I know it's a different sport, but here's the deal. I think it would be a little bit more entertaining and a little bit funny. Because, like, when Kobe, remember that, I forgot who was trying to fight Kobe, but like, remember he freaking slaps Kobe and Kobe like goes fist fighting with him.
Oh yeah, bro.
That shit was funny, dude.
That was early in his career too, man.
Yeah, and also like Chris Paul and Rondo. I like that shit. I don't know why. It's just a funny rivalry that those two have. Like Chris Paul spit. I mean, no. Rondo spit in Chris Paul's face, and Chris Paul went to fight him.
Oh, dude,
Like,
that's still no. I still would not tolerate that, man.
well, no,
Like,
the spitting, no, but like a little bit of a scuffle, I don't mind at all.
right.
You know
Like,
what I think would be funny if they did this into, because they have
that's
that
ultimate disrespect, bro.
they have that option in like the NHL video games where you can fight people. It's fucking hilarious.
What?
I really wish they would add that to NBA 2K, because a little bit of scuffling happens here and there, and I think that'd be so fucking funny, dude.
I don't know,
just,
man.
especially my career modes, like just out of nowhere, like it gives you an option: fight him or just walk away, and then you fight him.
But here's my issue with that is it's like you put that in games and kids and stuff are going to be playing that.
Oh, but see,
I feel
that's the
like
problem.
I know that, but it's like it
People
feels
love
like
to blame it on the games, but dude, if you're a parent,
I'm not blaming
you
it on the
should know how
games. I'm just
to,
saying that
you know.
I'm not blaming it on the games. Games are not real, and for those that don't know the difference, you got a problem. But what I mean is, there's going to be some kids that'll be like, "Oh, that's okay," and do that shit. That's the issue I have with that. It's like I don't mind a scuffle, but like when it comes to spitting in someone's face,
Okay,
that's ultimately disrespectful. And well, now with this whole situation, that could be.
Oh no, but see,
potentially
that happened
dangerous
before the
and-
pandemic. That happened way
I
before.
know, but right, well, if they do it now,
Yeah, no, yeah,
so
obviously now that's that would be really
now
frowned
that
upon.
now that's concern, yeah.
Oh yeah, but even then, like what I'm saying is, it's not so much the fact that like I want like full on fist fights, but a scuffle here and there would be just kind of funny. And also, but see, that argument can be used on anything, because like recently, Lil Nas, everybody was getting on his shit for like the music video he made on Montero, and everybody was giving him shit. Oh, well, you're supposed to be a role model. Look at Old Town Road. It's like, you realize the lyrics of Old Town Road are really not that, safe for kids, right?
No, not at all, bro.
I haven't
And at that point he tweeted, it was like, well, you're the parent, you should be the ones raising your kids. I shouldn't have to be the role model for your kid. And he's right. Like these players should not have to be the role models for anybody. I mean, they should
man.
Nobody should have to be the role model except your parent. Okay,
Exactly. Or regarding whatever. But when it comes to music, Lil Nas makes a point. It's like, and I would have been like, you do realize that all of our CDs have that parental advisory notice on it.
Yeah, illicit, explicit content. Like, it has it there.
You have to be the one that says, hey, you have to be the one to read the stuff. CDs and all that is like, nope, not for you. It's like, come on. That's why the label is there. I forget what the reason was why they put the label on it. Was it because of NWA that they had to make that label?
That was NWA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was NWA that the reason they came up with the parental advisory label on hip hop and rap music. So as a parent, the NWA kind of did you a favor. It was like, you got to be the one parents got to be the responsibility. You have to bear responsibility when you have kids. Like, no, you are the ones that are raising them. You got to do it right. And if you're not going to do that, then why did you have kids in the first place?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Some people just don't think about those things. Because I know none of us, except for you, Ruben, none of us have kids, but that was drilled into us as kids to know that, okay, we start as we now adults, we see now why. But there's even those that are our age that still don't see it or still don't get it. Or even parents that are older, like older generation was that still don't see it. So anyway.
I mean, and even if something happens where they're exposed to that, you as the parent have to be there to explain certain things. That's the thing. If their kid does get exposed to it, explain why it is the way it is.
Yeah.
Don't lie. And don't
sugarcoat it either.
Don't sugarcoat it. Like at that point, it's like, it's already there. Might as well explain it.
Yeah.
Because there's some things that I remember what even our parents kind of sugarcoated some things, and when we find out actually why, we were like, really? Like, really?
Yeah. I've had that before. I have too.
Like,
I'm like, oh,
why'd you lie to me about this?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some things we learned later. We're like, oh God. Yeah, but that's just life in general.
Yep.
Yeah, you live and learn, man. You take it with a grain of salt.
Yep. So the Mavs should approach tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, we shall see at 2:30 tomorrow.
Damn early game, man.
They're playing. Yeah, and they play at. They're playing in LA, right?
So it's 12:30 over there.
Yeah.
Damn.
I forgot the last 2 games they alternate.
Yeah. That shit's so annoying.
Yeah, and they brought up another. I don't know if it was you, Mark, or someone I heard that. I think I heard it on TV last night. Like, why? I don't know what it is. Some teams seem to, depending on some seasons, they seem to play better at home, or some teams seem to play better on the road. But this year, like between LA and Dallas, they've been playing horribly at home, but on the road they're killing it.
I mean, there's a lot of teams that haven't been doing as well on their home court, and I think part of it is the fact of the bubble. The bubble kind of got rid of the mentality of home court advantage. It's like you can win anywhere. That's what I think, at least personally. But I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I guess playing on a neutral site may have, maybe thrown them off. The mentality, I guess. But hopefully they can turn around, because I know the Mavs have always been pretty good at home. It's just, it's lately not the case. Yeah. Especially if they're able to win tomorrow, they need to be on top of it at home. We want to be able to go to a game and watch our home team win it and in the home crowd, man. You can't disappoint your fans like that.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully moving forward that is the case, and again, hopefully they win.
Yeah. Well, yep.
All right.
But anyhow, guys, that was a pretty good talk, and hopefully in the future we get some more content with this, man. And once again, man, you've been so gracious of being on here. Do you want to plug any of your stuff in before we sign off on this?
You can find my Reddit account, my Twitter account at RedditMavericks on Twitter. I'm on Reddit too, but I'm not really active on there. Reddit's weird. It's really weird. You can also, if you want to listen to my podcast, we do it weekly. The playlists have been a little different though. We've just been doing reaction pods. We didn't do one yesterday because me and Squish were both at the game and we were tired and mad. So, but you can listen to us at Hoops and Half Bison's podcast. We're on Apple, Spotify. I think pretty much anywhere you get podcasts. So yeah.
All right.
Por favor, gente, síguelo. He's been really gracious and he has a lot of good content. So please follow him. Ándale pues, mi gente. Toca la campana, suscríbete a mi canal y hasta la próxima, mi gente. Adiós. Y también sigue a MarkTip25 en LockerRoom, Twitter y Facebook.